Daz Dillinger talks about how Dr. Dre didn't want Michel'le on the song Let's Play House. Also, the time that Suge Knight tried to lean on Camron and what happened. And how Jay-Z was inspired by his rap style in the studio, as well as when he wrote Still DRE for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, Beanie Siegel, and much more. Let's get into some of this straight game.
Yeah. Blackjack. Life is like a game of cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Yeah. Blackjack. To play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Now I feel you on that, man. So like you say, you was talking about the Murder Was the Case soundtrack, right? When that came out, what did you feel like? Did you feel like, yo, what was the feeling? Because I mean, you had all of the other records and things like that, but when y'all did The Murder Was the Case, I mean, I felt that. I was like, wow. It was like, I was on the East Coast. I was back in Maryland at that time, right? I was like, wow, this shit is dope. I don't think you understand, man, the impact. And when y'all did the It's a Dog, It's a Dog, they played, MTV played that song so much.
Yeah.
It was like, man.
That's with the world famous dramatics.
Yeah, no.
Famous.
Right,
yeah.
right. So did you understand? Was that the joint that says, yo, you know what? We made it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, that was the thing that hit me. I'm like, Snoop, yeah, but then the track and how y'all came and, oh man, I was like, wow. So like I said, once again, when you talk about the music, what's that, Dad? What you got?
One whip of a hand. You hear me?
Say what?
One whip of a hand will stop the alarm in your hotel room. Hey, I don't know why I got fire alarms in my studio, just to let me know I'm smoking too much.
But nah, not only that, in case your equipment and shit catch on fire or something like that, you know what I mean?
I keep it cold in this motherfucker.
Keep it cold? Okay. But nah, there's no real talk though. When MTV played that record so much, it was like, and I hadn't came to California yet, right? And so for me, it was like y'all were giving a picture into what California was like for people who've never been here before.
Yeah, that was all Snoop Dogg, man. His vision, man, what I'm saying, as far as the old schools and, for the Fred Williams and, the Huggy Bear, all that shit, old school. And then we had Ricky Harris, rest in peace.
Yes, indeed.
And putting the shit together for us. We grew up with Ricky. So, what I'm saying, and bam, it became a classic, what I'm saying, and we perform that motherfucker to this day.
Yeah. That's a classic record, man. So who produced that?
Dr. Dre produced that.
Dr. Dre produced that? You ain't help on that?
Nah, I was just performing.
Just performing on
Back in the day, you was just lucky to get on a motherfucking song. They'll fire your ass in a minute.
Is that right?
Get up.
What you said when you say they fire you, mean if your shit was whack?
Yeah, Dr. Dre be tell you, get the fuck out of there. He pat you in there, but then he tell you, you get fired.
You forcing some shit. It ain't coming naturally.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it like working with Dre, man? Like I said, I heard that he was like one of your mentors as far as producing and watching him really put the game down.
Most definitely. I learned everything that I know from Dr. Dre. What I'm saying? That's all I was around. Hearing it from rugged and rap, what I'm saying, gritty rap music, what I'm saying, to hearing that shit clear as a motherfucker.
Right.
You hearing every motherfucking thing, what I'm saying? And I looked at how he would take a sample and then replay the motherfucker over just like that and take the sample out.
Absolutely.
And then,
right.
That was his song.
Right. And all you have to do is the with the interpolation of it.
Yeah, all that shit.
The interpolation of the record, right? Instead of the
sample. That was just samples your shit. right. You know what I'm saying?
But it was like I say, so did you incorporate that in your production later on down the line though?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
I chopped them samples up, and so you wouldn't even know it was they sample. That's the same thing, I analyze hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Still Dre.
Right.
When Jay-Z wrote that song,
Okay.
he was listening to my shit.
Okay.
He was listening to Serial Killer when he was writing that song for Dr. Dre. Because in that Dr. Dre song,
Right.
keep going to that hook, my hook.
Okay.
You ain't up on things. Dr. Dre is the name I'm ahead of my game. I go, if you ain't up on things, Snoop Dogg is the name, Dog Pound's the gang.
Right. Right.
He was listening to that verse
Absolutely.
because he implicated some of my shit in
Okay.
that verse. And that shit popped up 3 or 4 times. And I need my publishing for that guy. Shout out to Hov, man. Holla at me.
Hey, Dad, when you say you need your belt, no, you know what though? But I think
I'm being realer than real. He was
no, real talk. But check this out. What I think most importantly though is because
Jay-Z loved my shit.
Right. Because you're, like I said, you guys was the guys that was like in the street, and like I said, you being dope producer and the whole 9 yards. I think he needed a blueprint to cut
Man,
from.
look, I had the time of my life, right? I get a call from John, from EMI.
Okay.
And he tell us, Jay-Z want to get you and Corrupt on a song.
Okay.
So we fly to New York, right? And we just say, fuck it, we're going to go to a club. We happen just to go to the club and hang in there and just turn around and look, and it was that nigga Jay-Z right there. Like, nigga, is y'all niggas ready?
Wow.
Nigga, we went in that motherfucker and knocked that motherfucker down. That's why Jay-Z was in there rapping my shit. Psycho, like no other motherfucker going right your head, all that shit. He was loving that style.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was giving it to him in that booth, boy. I was putting all the little shit that I be doing on the mic.
You be doing right.
All that shit. Them niggas was like, damn. And then I know after that shit, I came out there, I was doing motherfucking Benny Siegel shit. I came back and did Camron shit when I came back in there and redid the whole beat.
Okay.
Vicious of a Rider. But then there was so much shit going on with Suge and shit, they had somebody else put their name on.
Okay.
As producer. But I laid everything down. Only thing he did was just lay some high shit, but
so what you mean when you say some shit was going on with Suge? So you laid it, so it was the Ambitions of a Rider beat, right?
Yeah.
And they gave the credit to somebody else because Suge was tripping on you. He would have tripped on you.
No, he was tripping on them trying to get money out. And that's why when you hear that interview with Camron, he said, you owe me some money. Suge never told like, you owe me some money.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I heard that one.
He wasn't getting no money from that shit. It was going to me. Right.
Because I mean, that's your shit.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
He was trying to stop the shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what Suge do.
Okay. Yeah. So I got a question on the Let's Play House, right?
Yeah.
Now me personally though, I like Michel'le on Let's Play House. I ain't gonna lie.
I put her on the song.
I like her on there. I was like, okay, and like I said, when that joint came out, it was like that was banging.
That was the only song that she was gonna be out on, and I put her on that song.
Oh, is that right?
I was a fan of Michel'le.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I put her on that song, and Dr. Dre didn't want to put her on that song. But Suge,
Right. So her and Suge was dealing with each other at that time?
Hey man, there was a lot of shit going on, man. Shout out to Michel'le.
Yeah, Michel'le, like she's a legend in the game. Like I said, Ruthless Records though. But so at that particular time, I just heard recently they try to go at once again, they come and they ask questions about you in regards to the relationship between Michel'le, Suge, and Dr. Dre, right? Failing to realize they both got a baby by her, right? You know how people talk, right? So what was, like I said, and people always ask you, yo, Daz, what you think messed up Death Row? But not what messed up Death Row, but what do you think was the ultimate catalyst that destroyed that environment that y'all had so magically going on at that particular time? I know when Tupac died, that was one thing, but after that, after Tupac died, what was the thing that you think that was the catalyst that destroyed Death Row?
The money, the power, the respect, just the money.
The money.
You know, Suge was worth like 600 million. He wasn't paying no royalties.
Right.
So he was going to get, like you said, he went to go get that check from Warner Brothers because he had Tupac on there. Tupac was signed over there to Warner Brothers.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
I
Right.
need the motherfucking money.
Okay.
And all the other shit. So, you know, I think it was the money.
Daz Dillinger in the building, a legendary hip hop producer, OG to the game, Platinum Plus. Yeah, you know who he is. Your boy DELRAY, straight game.